Hello, this is a video on how to log into WPL. We are going to give you an overview on how to log in, how to use the return to button, and how to use the custom settings within your browser, and how to close your session when logged into WPL. Logging in is simply, you will be using your email address for your username. And then you'll be using your computer password to log in to WPL. Now I am in the test environment, and once you get into launching in your, or putting in your username and password, you want to click on Launch New Session. And I'm going to pick my test environment. In the job, if you have multiple jobs, you click this arrow and it's going to give you all of the listed jobs that you have. Make sure to select the right job to where you're working, or whichever you want. And then it'll launch you right into your main menu. For the clinical people, clinical status board, when you go into your status board, let's see, we'll go into 4 West. You will be able to see your status board once you click on the list, or if you're defaulted for your patient format, it'll automatically launch. Once you are here, for some users, you may have to click the ellipses, and a lot of our screens are going to be at 100%. So then you'll have this scroll bar, and then all of your footer buttons are going to be hidden. So in order to be able to have your screen at an actual rate to where you can actually see your footer buttons, you want to click your ellipses and then decrease the zoom to where you'll be able to see all of your footer buttons, and then you'll only be able to scroll for your patients. Now the return to button is on the upper left-hand side of your screen. The return to button is used to go back to your main menu. So here, it doesn't necessarily mean that I closed my PCS status board. It just means it took me back to my main menu. So from here, I can actually, I can open up as many windows as I want. So if I want to do lab and go to desktops, open up different desktops, I can do that. Click my return to, go to my main menu, and let's see, specimen desktop. So from here on the return to button, if you can see, I have my specimen desktop, I have a main menu, I have a requisition desktop, and I have PCS status board. So from here, from the return to, I can navigate back and forth to whatever screen I want, and they will never close. So it doesn't matter where you are. The only time that these windows will close is if you click this red X next to the LIS specimen desktop, then that will automatically go away, and then I'm narrowed down to 3 screens. Now, if I wanted to open a chart, I can open a patient's chart. And then here, you will see that it'll show me that I'm in a patient's chart, and then it'll show me their medical record numbers. So from here, I can open up 2 patients. Oops. And then you can see that I'm in I have 2 separate patient accounts. So I'm in 2 separate charts, and I can go back and forth if I want to. The one thing is that you'll want to be careful and make sure that you're on the correct patient. Obviously in your patient header, you'll have your patient name to see who you're charting on. Now, if I wanted to close this, if I just wanted to go back 1 screen, I hit this close, And then obviously it's going to take me to my most recent, my last screen that I was on, which was the PCS status board. If I close this, then it'll take me back to my LIS requisition desktop. And that is pretty much it on how you use the navigation to return to button. Again, you can have as many windows as you want. There is a, let's see, close button. The only thing that's left to show you is how to log off of WPL. And that will be if you click the return to button and say close all. And then that will totally log you out of WPL.